Hey Leo, how's it going? Welcome back to Filara Spirit. If you are new here, I would like to say thank you for joining us. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can join a wonderful collective of people who pretty much just get stuff done. And if you are a returning subscriber, I would like to say thank you so much, you guys. I just hit 100. Thank you so much for your comments and your likes and shares and support. And I just can't even believe that this is taking off in the way that it is. And I love finding you guys because you guys are my collective and we're just a whole bunch of crazy people, okay? Some crazy people who are going to do big things, and let's just say we're crazy to everyone else because we ain't crazy to ourselves or each other. All right, so this is going to be a reading for Leo for the month of March 2022. We're going to have a look at the overall themes, what's going on for you. We're going to be clarifying to go deeper. Just give me a sec. There we go. And then we're going to have a look at challenges and blessings arising in the month of March, as well as some advice to finish off the reading. And we will be doing a fun little mini pick a card, yes or no, at the end. You can ask one question, 3 questions. I would like to say before we do that bit, this is just going to be a fun yes or no, you guys. We're just asking simple questions. The examples so far have been, should I dye my hair? Should I rearrange my bedroom? Is this the month to go buy that cool new pair of shoes? Blah, blah, blah. We're not asking massive, huge life questions, okay? If you want a yes or no answer, you can go and check out the readings that I have on my channel, or you can, of course, book a personal reading with me, which is going to be much more catered to your energy, and we can get down to the nitty-gritty. So let's get straight into it. I'd like to say don't forget to check your sun, moon and rising signs for more accurate information and a bigger picture, as well as all the information down below for energy donations and private readings. Okay, so we're going to pull one major arcana here from the, oh gosh, okay, the Golden Art Nouveau. Your cards have just gone everywhere and I'm not taking all of these. So give me a second. Oh, there's the sun, there's you. Okay, just one card for Leo. Not the whole deck. March 2022. Wow, look at this. Your cards are shuffling weird. Weird. Leo. March 2022. The Star. There you go. Okay, that'll do, right? How was that for your one? Okay, the Star. Let's talk about the Star for a minute. The Star talks about hopes. Hopes for the future. Hopes, life hopes, right? Hopes that we've maybe had since we were kids. Since we were younger. I always think of it as wishing upon a star. It's a big wish. It's not necessarily a small wish that, oh, I wish I had this car, or I wish I was with, I was living in this area, or I wish I had this job. Like, those are big wishes, yes, but this is more like a whole life kind of, like wishing for a specific lifestyle, wishing for something big, right? That's not just, it's like an overall energy rather than wishing for maybe something specific. Because what I always notice here is these multiple stars, right? And it's like you having multiple things, having wished upon multiple stars. Maybe this is one wish that you've wished for many times, or there are multiple wishes here, one of them being the main central focus, if this would focus, one of them being the main central focus here, being the biggest star, right? The Star also talks about healing. It talks about a clearing of energies, right? In negative energies, past energies, heavy energies, energies of responsibility and obligation, etc. Those things being removed and cleared and washed away. See this water here? Being washed away in order to heal that space, to make room for new. I always like to refer to here as well about this lady. She has focus. She has 2 jugs that she's pouring into, well, one's going into the water and one's going into the ground, right? And she's always pouring less into the ground because this is her soul essence. This water is her emotions, her soul essence, her love, her being, right? And she's pouring it mostly back into this pond, which is her own cup, right? Which is her own pool. And then this here is what she's feeding the rest of the land. This is kind of like the cup of, or the jug of overflow. Now she is feeding the land, but if you notice here, as she feeds the land, that water actually trickles back down into her pool, into her main source of her soul essence, right? So whatever it is that you are pouring life into, whatever it is that you're pouring yourself into, is also it's feeding the rest of the land. See all this growth and abundance around her, but it's still feeding you, right? This is you giving from a place of love, giving from a place of healing, hope, dreams, what do I want to say? Anticipation, like excited anticipation here as well, with, you know, especially if this is a major dream coming true for you or that you've been working towards. But whatever it is that you're pouring into is pouring back into yourself as well as you are, right? Your overflow, even though it's overflow, is it's also coming back to you, right? Okay, let's clarify. Let's clarify this star. Hope, dreams, wishes and dreams being granted, things coming true, them coming to light possibly. The moon and the star. And you guys also pulled the sun earlier. The moon, the star, and the sun. The planets are aligning for you, Leo, in some aspect, in a big way with all this major arcana. But the planets are aligning. The stars are aligning. Interesting. Clarify the star, please, for Leo. 5 of Skulls, the 5 of Cups. Yes, this is, now this is talking about healing here, right? A deep inner emotional healing, the moon. The moon rules our emotions, right? It's that feminine energy of feeling something, not necessarily thinking or acting on something, but genuinely just being in the feels, right? And this here is talking about the 5 of Cups is also emotion. Cups are water, emotion. This is all about your emotional healing here. There are things that have let you down, people maybe that have let you down. Things haven't necessarily turned out the way you wanted to. Maybe you have lost quite a lot here, because the 5 of Cups talks about losing, right? It talks about experiencing a loss, and then many of us, we kind of get stuck in focusing on the loss, right? Oh no, I've lost it, I don't have it. And we're not moving forward, either healing ourselves or making space for something new, or even accepting that something's gone. We're just stuck in the mode of it's gone. And that makes us sad, right? Much like little Miss Topher here, right? She's just got her head on his shoulder. She's completely defeated, right? There are maybe things, people, situations that have left you feeling defeated, deflated, maybe, because they didn't turn out the way you wanted to, or you did not get out of them what it was. Remember we were talking about this star, how this one jug that she's pouring is actually pouring back into her own pool, right? This is you having done that in previous instances, in previous situations, but it wasn't being poured back into yourself, right? You were pouring into the land, and the land was taking all of it, right? Or the people, the situations, the whatever it was sucking it out of you, right? And this is you, possibly you have done some work to reclaim that energy. You have set some boundaries for yourself, or whatever it is that you've done, it's working, right? Because now as you're pouring, it's coming back into yourself. You're not just pouring out for other people anymore, or other situations, right, that leave you with less than when you started. The point of pouring from an overflowing cup of love and happiness and joy and universal existence and vibration is that when you give it out, it comes back to you. This wasn't happening in the past. And this is like a really deep level emotional healing for you, so that you can start filling up your own pond. You can start filling up you can start experiencing the return from pouring your cup out to people and situations. Tell me about the moon. Clarify the moon, please. 2 of Wands, 2 of Staves. Yes, you've set boundaries for yourself. And in March, you kind of are cementing these boundaries, right? It's like maybe you've, again, metaphorically, picture it with me in your head. You've set up these boundaries. Maybe they look like these wands or something. And you were kind of setting up where you wanted them to be, right? I want this one over here so that I don't tolerate this. I want this one over here because I don't want people to treat me like this anymore. I want this one here because I want people to respect my time and my energy and my love, etc., etc. And now in March, you are now like actively drilling a hole into the concrete and sticking those boundaries right into place so they cannot be moved, right? They cannot be moved. You're very certain and assured about it, right? As you can see from both of their energies here, very sure, very assertive. This is assertive energy. Like, this is what I'm doing. This is how much I've healed myself. This is me starting to pour all of this love and this energy back into myself, back into people and places and things that also give back to me. And now that I've got that process, now that I've understand and I'm working with that energy, I'm going to cement these boundaries in place so that this doesn't happen again. 5 of Cups, right? 10 of Clues, 10 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Again, also an ending of like, look, these guys have put all of this information into a pile and they're kind of just, they're a little bit worn out, okay? They are a little bit worn out, but they are high-fiving because it's done. Like, it's this feeling of completion, like, yep, done, in place, set, I can move forward, right? I've got the 3 of Cups just flipping out at me as well. 5 of Skulls. Clarify. Oh, my Lord, on high above. I wish that just flipped out on the camera, guys. It's just here, look. Okay, it literally just like went ploo and just flipped out onto the... It's the sun. There's your energy, Leo. That's you. And what did I say? Did I not say... I freaking can't even with this crap, you guys. I can't even. I love it so much. Moon, star, sun. Sun, star, moon. The planets are aligning. That's exactly what we were saying. The planets are aligning for you, Leo, in a way that is leading you straight to your truest, authentic expression of self, right? No more disappointment, no more being let down, no more assuming you're going to be let down or expecting disappointment, maybe for some of you. It's a major, deep level healing, right? Where maybe you have had to set boundaries against other people. Maybe you have had to set boundaries against your own internal critics and negative tendencies and voices and things like that, right? Whatever it is, in March, they're becoming solid, they're becoming concrete, so that you are only in this mode, right? Instead of being in 5 of Cups, assuming you're going to lose something, or maybe based on past experiences, you are seeing the same kind of situations, and therefore, again, assuming that you're going to be let down, assuming it's not going to work out. Maybe this is other people that have let you down, right? Expectations and standards of yours that haven't necessarily been met. Oh my gosh, the song just shuffled. And the song just shuffled, you guys. No word of a lie. I wish I could show you. Oh, I can't show you because it's all the way over there. It's shuffled to Sun and Stars. Sun and Stars by Audio Machine. Come on. Are you serious? Are you serious? This is why I shuffle music, you guys. When I'm... Like, music is one of my biggest tools for channeling, right? I will incorporate it into the channel as time goes on. Because my collective is gonna connect through music too. That's my collective, all right? Music is our magic wand, right? Sun and Stars literally just shuffled on my Amazon Music. I'm stunned. And do you know what this is all about? This is all about going for the dream. And when I listen to this piece of music, I see the character, whoever that is, me, you, put yourself in, the character is anyone. That's the beauty of stories, right? You can be the main character. And in Sun and Stars, this person is like experiencing their best life, right? But they're experiencing it with a fresh set of eyes. They're experiencing it almost like as if they've been reborn, right? Because although it's what they always wanted, Star, like now they're able to fully appreciate and fully experience it because none of this is getting in the way anymore, right? None of this 5 of Skulls, none of this loss or being let down or lack of something isn't getting in the way, right? And I think that's what the message is here for some of you as well, is even if you'd have been given your dreams in a past situation, at a past time, you would not have been able to appreciate them to their fullest, to the way you fully, to your fullest expression. With the Sun card, that is you, Leo, you would not have been able to appreciate them to the fullest expression, whilst there was other things in your life that needed clearing away. In March, those things are cleared away, and you're setting big, massive, heavy metal gates with like a security guard and a security code and bouncer dogs and all that kind of police and everything. And like nobody is stepping past these boundaries. Nothing is coming past these boundaries because I know now. And those things are cleared. The boundaries are set. Skadoosh kaboom. Now you can have that thing, right? Like now you can have that, these maybe multiple things for some of you, or one big one and multiple little ones. Maybe it's multiple little ones that make up one big dream. Either way, like you are able to now receive it, because in March you're setting up those big security gates. You're not putting up blockages for yourself. You're not putting up a wall to people. Look at you, you're still giving to people. You're still giving to situations. You're still pouring your love and your affection into the world around you, but only into things that also pour back into you, right? So you're not putting up security gates and you're never ever coming out again. You're not getting, sniffer guard dogs or something, and then you're never ever going to talk to anyone or anything like that. It's just, you will be, especially if this is specific people or situations from the past, those are the ones that you're going to be aware of. Those are the ones that you're going to search at the gates before they're allowed into your onto the premises, right? Before they're allowed to share in your dream. Because you know now. That's why the boundaries are there, is because you know now. You know better. You know better when it comes to specific people. You know better when it comes to specific energies or situations, not to put yourself in that position again, not to even let it pass the gate in the first instance. And now you have this total safe space that you've built for yourself, but possibly externally as well as internally, and the universe can finally give you that thing, whatever it is. Okie dokie. Challenge, please, for the month of March for Leo. What is the challenge for Leo in the month of March? Two of Swords. What did I say? Hell to the no. All right? This is you cutting things off, cutting things out, possibly. It's also you maybe having a conversation with somebody. This Two of Swords always... Santa Muerte speaks different than a regular tarot deck, so... But the two, it can still have that same Two of Swords. It kind of feels like blocking, right? The Two of Swords is normally the lady sitting there with the swords across her chest. She's got a blindfold on. She's sitting down. She's not going anywhere. She's not moving, right? Now, sometimes that's because she can't make a decision or she doesn't want to make a decision. But sometimes she's doing that actively to block someone or something out. To block out maybe mental energies, negative mental energies that are harsh and sharp. Maybe to cut out other people's energies that are harsh and sharp. Critical or overly analytical, etc. I've also got the Four of Swords here as well. Oh my gosh, look at that. You're cutting it out for the rest of your life. This card here, the Four of Swords, this guy is always talking to me about doing something for life. Because these guys are skeletons, right? Everyone's a skeleton here on this deck because it's Day of the Dead Santa Muerte, right? So I always see this skeleton as building this coffin because he needs it for the rest of his life. He's not building it for when he dies because he's dead. He's a skeleton, right? So the idea being that he that's his bed or that's his house or something. He lives inside that coffin, or that's something he's going to use for the rest of his life. He is a skeleton, right? So this card is always talking about for life. So this is something you're blocking out. This is something you're cutting out. This is something you're setting those boundaries in for life. Just like I was saying. This is exactly what I was saying. And it's like, I've got the Star here. I've got the Ace of Cups. I've got the Knight of Cups. I've got the Three of Cups. I don't think this is a challenge for you, which I love, by the way, because everybody's reading has kind of been coming out with, it's not really a challenge, right? And I feel like that's less to do with maybe the energy that's around, because other people are experiencing challenges right now. I can see that. But I just feel like my collective, we don't see challenges as challenges. We don't see obstacles as something in the way. I feel like we just see it as something to be done. Whereas other people would see things and go, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? How am I going to do this? What do I say? How do I act? How do I make it the way that I want? Or maybe I have to go in a different direction because this wall's just been put in front of me. I feel like us guys, we're a little bit more, well, this is just a wall. I'm just going to climb over it. I'm just going to smash whatever it is I need to do. Like, it's not even an issue. It's not a problem. It's not an obstacle. It's just something that needs to be done. I do it. It's done. And then I'm straight on to my dreams. The Star, the Ace of Cups, the Knight of Cups, Three of Cups. This is you getting to do something you're entirely passionate about. Cups, 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 the Star. So much water energy here. This is something that you love doing, or this is someone that you really want to be with, or that you're inviting in by removing certain energies here. You're just inviting something glorious in, you guys. Something wonderfully glorious. Whether you're already with a person here, whether this is a new person, whether this could be some kind of creative pursuit. Either way, your cup is overflowing, just like we were talking about. It's overflowing. The sun came out. We got 2 stars now. Yeah, it's not really a challenge for you guys, but it's just that's the thing that you are doing this month, is setting those concrete boundaries, and you're setting them for life. You're cutting someone, something, energy, vibration, negative thoughts that are your own or other people's, whatever it is. Here it is being cut off, and it's being cut off for life, okay? It's not really a challenge, you guys. You guys don't see stuff as challenges. It's just something to be done. And this month, that's the thing to be done. Okay, I've experimented with these boundaries. I've put them up here, I've put them up there, and I can see how they're benefiting me. I am now going to concrete them, drill into the floor, put them in there so they never move again. This is my security fence. This is my guard dogs. This is my bouncers, or my whatever it is, my alarm system, etc., etc. It's not putting you on edge. It's not closing you off from the rest of the world, and it's not making you isolated or hermited because you never want to talk to anyone again. This is a healthy setting of boundaries, okay? Okay. Blessing, please. If there is a challenge, that's all it's going to be, you guys. Some of you might find it a bit difficult to set these boundaries for life, right? But I don't think so. I don't think so. What is the blessing, please? Oh my gosh. They came straight out. They came straight back out. Yep. They came straight back out. Perfect. Perfect. That's what I like to see, you guys. I like synchronicity across the board, okay? Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups. This is you fully embracing the partner you're with or whatever, or fully, maybe you guys have been restricted with how much you can invest in each other or be together because there has been other energies or situations that have needed to be cut off, cleared out, and dealt with. This could be a specific person that you are not aware of. The Ace of Cups talks about new love. Maybe you are entirely unaware of this person and you don't realize when you let go of oh no, you're not even letting go. You are actively shutting something out here. You are actively blocking something with all of your intention here, right? And then it makes space for someone new. Somebody very romantic, Knight of Cups. Somebody incredibly as loving as you are, who has an overflowing cup, Ace of Cups. This could be talking about creative projects, hobbies, passions, those dreams we were talking about, right? The Knight of Cups, I always see, even if he's not being romantic towards someone, whatever he's doing, he's incredibly passionate about it, right? Unlike maybe the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is also passionate, but he's more passionate in an aggressive kind of way, where it's like, yeah, I'm going to get this done. I'm going to nail things to the ground. I'm going to experiment and I'm going to shout about it and I'm going to feel like big and bold. The Knight of Cups is still doing all of the same things that a Knight of Wands would creatively, but he's kind of more modest about it, right? He just enjoys the process of doing the thing rather than needing to maybe show off about it. He's less show-offy. Not that that's a bad thing. He's less show-offy than the Knight of Wands is. The Knight of Cups does things for his own self fulfillment, for his own fulfillment, Ace of Cups. So it doesn't necessarily have to be talking about a person. It could be talking about a project, a plan, an idea, maybe a new inspiration that you're getting, or maybe just a love for life, right? A love for life. However, this being a blessing for many of you, this is a person, right? It's either someone you're already with, someone is already in your energy. For many of you, they're already in your energy regardless of whether you know them or not. Okay, it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a friend. That being said, Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups, kind of feels romantic, you guys, like super duper romantic. So for those of you who have no idea, keep your eyes open, because the moment that this is shut off, this comes in, right? Within a month, within like 4 weeks, 4 of Swords weeks, 4 weeks, 1 cup is a month, within a month. So within the month of March, most likely, you'll meet this person. Or at the latest, sort of early, mid-April. That being said, If this is already a person in your life, then, I mean, this is kind of like a leveling up kind of energy, right? So the two of you taking things to the next level, maybe, because stuff is now cleared out of the way, because you have set these security fences and this, you have guard dogs sort of, you know, where you need them to be or whatever, in terms of your boundaries that you've had to set. You can now turn your energy towards your partner, towards each other, and be like, right, now we can focus entirely. I don't have to worry about anything coming in from the outside. I don't have to worry about these old energies or this past people or situations coming back, because they aren't. They literally aren't. I can now just totally focus on my relationship, or on my new relationship, or on my newfound passion. You've given yourself space to focus, because you don't have to constantly be fighting off the energy anymore. Now you have gates, a security code, a bouncer, and a guard dog. They do it for you, right? This is all this is all internally and metaphorically, but it's done. Yeah, oh my gosh. Oh, just read that with me, please. Hold the space. You are making space in March, where once you had to pour your energy into defending yourself against negative energies, working to rid yourself of negative energies, whether they're your own or other people's, whatever. March, you've done that. Then you cement the boundaries. They're in place. You no longer have to keep fighting it off anymore. You've done that. Now the boundaries are set, and you can forget about it, essentially, right? And that makes space in your life and focus and energy available to you to be putting into the things you do want to cultivate. Your relationship, your new person, your creative passions and hobbies, whatever it is to you guys, right? You are making the space in March. You have space. You have space in March. You have emotional space, you have spiritual space, you have mental space to start thinking about what it is, to start putting it towards what you want to put it towards, instead of other people or situations, etc. Okay, Druid. Hold things together. Ooh. Don't make any sudden moves or changes. Stand strong, knowing where you are where you're supposed to be. Yes. Don't make any sudden moves or changes. You've already set the boundaries. You've already done the defense work in order to become a Bruce Lee or something, so you can defend yourself. Right now you is Bruce Lee. And what do we learn? The first thing we learn about Kung Fu is that we learn Kung Fu so we never have to use Kung Fu, right? This is kind of the same kind of thing. You becoming like a Bruce Lee in your own spiritual space, right? If anything does come at you, you can completely 100% defend yourself. But now you do not need to be on constant alert as to whether something is going to come towards you, right? If it does, you got your Bruce Lee powers, fine, perfect. But now we don't need to be staring and training and waiting for something to attack, waiting for something to go wrong. And that Five of Cups was talking about, right? When the Druid card appears in a reading, you're being guided to dig deep within and hold your station. Yes, cement those boundaries. If you're wondering what to do next or have a sense of anxiety about what is unfolding in your life, it's time to shift your perceptions and move back to a state of trust. Trust in yourself. Don't change your plans or do anything drastic. Just trust in the process and let everything happen as it needs to before taking any more steps. Think of a tree. It has strong roots, yet continues to grow and bear fruit. Your life will be a reflection of this. Yes, cementing the boundaries, roots down into the ground. You are not moving. This is where I've set myself up. These are the boundaries I've set. This is how great I'm feeling. This is how much energy, time, space, emotion, and mental self I have available to me now. I am not going back. I stay here. I root myself down here. This is where I want to be. This is my energy. This is my life. This is me. I ain't moving. I ain't freaking moving. All right? I love this so much. Okay, final part of the message. We've run a bit long. We're going to have a look at a yes or no question. Now, as I said at the beginning of the reading, guys, it is just a lull. We're not going to ask any major life questions or anything too serious. We're just having fun with it, okay? So think of the most fun question you can for the month of March. I'm going to pull 3 cards. You can ask 1 question, 3 questions. It's entirely up to you. Can I get 3 cards, please? Yes or no? For Leo's questions. What is Leo's answer? They have to tell me to stop shuffling, and sometimes it takes ages. Nope. There we go. Okay. Okay, number 1, number 2, and number 3. Okay, so have your question in mind. Number 1, you have maybe. Sorry, I hate maybes. Number 2, you have possibly. Come on, come on. And number 3, you have a no. So, Leo, this is what I have for you. Let me know how things resonate. Let me know how it turns out for you. I hope you guys have a wonderful month. And I would like to say a massive thank you to everyone who subscribes, comments, likes, who supports the channel. You guys, our collective is just going to take over the world. I literally already feel it. And I can't, well, I mean, I can see the future, but I'm just saying, all right? You can believe me, you can't believe me. I'm just saying we're going places, all right? I love you, Leo. See you next time.